I caught soup.
You caught salad.
I don't like salad in my soup.
You mean you don't like tasty pond hydrilla? What is that? That's very phallic. That straight up looks like a that is a ribbed toy. Yeah, well, when you're fishing spots you gotta hike through to get to. Speaking of which, what's up everyone? Scott the TroutHammer here. Welcome back to the channel. I guess we're trying. We got Christian back with us again, and we're fishing a spot I've never fished before. I've heard about this place. It's kind of hoofed to get to it. The map said it was a 1 mile hike. It didn't. It either time flew by, distance flew by. We either like went through some wormhole or it wasn't a 1 mile hike. Yeah, we're just in a little pond found on Google Maps, which hopefully means a good bass bite or salad. So yeah, a little short story of where we're at. We actually we are gonna fish Buena Vista again, going for smallmouth, and I guess they're working on the parking lot. That's what Christian said. They're working on the boat ramp there, so it's inaccessible, and the river in Albany is inaccessible. So I brought river stuff to fish a pond. Our fishing today is gonna be like the Moon Knight meme. So I mean, the water isn't like clear, but it's also not stained, and you can see some hydrilla around here. But we got a nice shady pocket. We got the wind blowing to us. All good things. So let's see what it do. Yep, you saw me. There you go, guys. That's a fish. There you go, guys. That's unreal. Oh, this is such an awesome looking fish. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, check that out. The yellow jacket was already in there?
Yeah, it flew in there as soon as I put my bag down. This is my home now.
My home is where I live.
Home is where I live.
So, well, like I said, bringing river stuff, expecting smallmouth fishing, but I mean, in the summer, this is like the MasterCard for fishing. You just don't leave home without it.
The curly tail. 4-inch one. I love this thing.
Both?
Texas or just the one itself?
Both are tasty for bass, or at least they think so, and they tell me. Right on that shade line. I had a rebuttal.
Oh, it smells bad too.
Smells like a rebuttal. Oh, want a frog. Did not bring frog rod. Was gonna fish a river. Nice thing about a spot like this is it's, I mean, no pressure whatsoever, so don't gotta worry about scent. Oh, that was a bite. Hydrilla doesn't shake its head, but that was about 10 feet out. It also didn't feel like a very large bite. Like,
Kind of like blue jelly.
well, no, it felt like a bass, but definitely not big enough for a 5-inch Senko. In this video, Christian tries to cast further than 5 feet. And only catches lettuce. Is that a swim jig? Please tell me it's a swim jig. That is a swim jig. Still got Timberland gear tied on. After being surprised the last couple of times we've fished small ponds, I'm going to assume there's perch in here, so I'm going to use a perch pattern. That was a bite. That was definitely smaller than the last one. Felt like something grabbed the tail and shook its head real quick. That was also a bite. Might just have small fish.
Or I can just scare them all.
Yeah, because I'm not feeling it just load up and then snap free like when I come through grass. I'm feeling a bite and then a shake.
Definitely something in here, right? That was a pretty substantial bite.
Well, I got tugged again. I'm gonna go even smaller. Good thing I brought some finesse stuff. And if a 2.7-inch rage tail is too big, I can go smaller.
You know, when I finally get enough money to buy a different reel, I'm just gonna burn this one.
You mean you're not gonna run it over, shoot it a couple times? There we go. Knew there was some about that exact size in here.
Yep.
Well, all right.
I think that's about the size that bit on mine. I just got the tail.
Ow. Holy cow. Okay, yeah, these guys eat fish. They have got sharp teeth. I'll like fork guy it with you. I'll go for the gill plates.
Oh, I was gonna say you're gonna slap it. I love that video. Like, I'm tired of trying to grab the fish because it keeps on flipping, so he slaps it. It stops.
Yeah, and then it calms down. Okay, first fish ever in
Whatever pond this is.
whatever the hell name pond this is.
Catching salad.
And almost your face.
Twice.
Alrighty. Oh, why are unpressured pond fish so much sweeter smelling? Yeah, you're bleeding. You need to get back in. Yeah, it was cast number 3 with the smaller lure. That's about the exact size of fish I was expecting after the kind of strikes I felt. What happened there?
I don't know what. Real good in work.
That carouseled around the tip of your rod. It was like, I've got enough momentum, but I don't wanna. Ah, my hands smell like pond bass and I love it. Well, for having to call an audible and go here instead of the river,
Not bad so far.
well, I mean, it looks like we picked a perfect time with where the sun and the sky is, where the shade line is right now. Because even if we walked all the way to the end, we'd have shade. Please don't be the only fish that was biting.
Hey, we just zooming back and forth.
Oh, it's over here. Oh, it's over here. I brought a frog. I just didn't bring a frog rod. I mean, I could frog on one of these rods, but it's not
Ideal.
Yeah. I've got my I got my top water rod just dialed in for frog fishing. It's funny, I got, oh.
Ooh, nice.
I was gonna say, it's funny, all the top water lures that I own, and I almost exclusively fish a frog in the summer. Another little guy. Oh, look, how? That's a new one.
What? I did that to a trout the other day. Like through the tongue.
Can't lip hook you at all. Now I can. We got that hook out of the way. This one looks like healed from an injury of some kind.
Maybe somebody else trying to get it. Really?
This guy's also got some muted colors. He hangs out in darker water. Back you go, get bigger.
Oh, yes, biggest salad yet.
Prize salad.
Yes.
Well, the one I was,
I'll never be able to say that.
the swim jig I was using earlier that I caught, or that I was getting bites on, it was a 3.3-inch swim bait, was the trailer. So not that much bigger than what I'm using right now, but what I'm using right now, the jig head, smaller profile, smaller hook, because the size of fish, well, I mean, that last one I caught definitely couldn't have. Oop,
This is a 4-inch.
I just got bumped again.
Boom.
The first one I caught, I could have caught on, well, either of the things I used, you know, especially that swim jig, but definitely not the last one I caught. I don't know.
I think it's because it's deeper sooner.
Well, yeah, looking at the topography just around the lake, around this pond, it's got to be pretty deep. I mean, even here, it's probably like, it's probably 10 feet deep, like 20 feet out in front of us. What did you find? Is there a house in there?
Anger. That's what I found.
You found anger.
Must have caught the one log that's over there.
I was gonna say, hydrilla doesn't snag like that.
No, we definitely don't. But this definitely did.
All right. I think they're onto my game. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm thinking wacky rig. In a situation like this, with fish this size, I'm much more confident fishing a 5-inch Senko wacky style than Texas rigged. That was a bite. Man, if nothing else, the difference in sensitivity fishing a wacky rig on this rod versus other rods I've used, I can feel every branch of hydrilla down there. Well, we've caught two. They're both adult size. There's got to be bigger fish in here.
Yep.
There's clearly a breeding population. It doesn't like you. I'll try a jig before I try a frog. Well, no. Both fish I caught had sharp teeth. I brought like 2 chatterbaits. Well, if I couldn't catch them on a swim jig, I'm not gonna catch them on a chatterbait. I'll just pull the frog out. I'm gonna break every frog fishing rule there is.
Sweet.
The only rod I have that I would be comfortable frogging on has 20-pound fluoro on it. Did I show you my new jig tray? Dude,
Fancy.
I am very satisfied with this jig tray. And it allows me to arrange all my jigs by size, by type. And they stay in. Oh, I actually brought a couple frogs. Oh, this doesn't make sense. Hi, my name's Scott Gasparino, and I'm an addict. A frog fishing addict. Fishing a frog on 20-pound fluoro because my jig rod is the only rod that I'm confident fishing a frog on out of all the rods I brought. Oh. Actually, I didn't adjust anything on the reel, and it flew pretty well. I had this set up for a jig. Oh, that's acting like crap. Yeah, the line's sinking. Well, and let's see if I catch anything. Let's just try it. Let's just see where this goes. I mean, I can just cut the line down to the braid, but I don't want to just waste all this line. Yeah. You know what this reminds me of right now? Remember when we were fishing Waverly last year and I was fishing a 7-inch Senko in the cheese, saying some Senko fishing elitist is gonna watch this and get pissed?
Yeah.
And then I caught a big bass. Some frog fishing elitist is gonna watch this and get pissed. And even me, you know, I wouldn't go so far as to call myself a frog fishing elitist. I'd say I'm a frog fishing enthusiast. It's just one of the best ways to catch bass. Ooh. Yep. I hit the grass on the other side of that little point. See? Bop, 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 bop. Good for natural presentation, though. It hopping off the land into the water. See? Let's try that again. I'm actually trying to get it in the grass and hop it out of the grass. There we go. Boop. Don't mind me, just a frog jumping out of the grass trying to cross the water. Don't eat me.
Or do. I'm a masochist.
Sometimes, I mean, does that, I just thought about this. Does that really, like, take away the predatory mystique of a bass? Because, I mean, if they have, like, just from observation and experience hunting things, if they have any understanding of their prey, of like a frog trying to get from one spot to another, and frogs are pretty smart. They're not just gonna cross open water, and they're not just gonna like jump off of overhanging things into the water where they know bass are. Yeah. And a bass still bites. Does the bass sit there and go, well, what's this dumbass doing? Frogs don't do that. He must be easy prey. I'm gonna eat him. Makes you think, who's more the fool or the fool who eats him?
Nice. That's helpful.
Yeah. But this one's easy to fix. It's just, well, the wind, and now you're in the way. Oh! That's not helpful.
That is not helpful. Well, I guess you can strip it off to your knot, just decide.
No, not even the knot. The line just failed. Well, here goes about 100 yards of fluoro. Holy crap. That's where my line snapped. That looks burnt. Yeah, it feels burnt too. It feels partially melted. How the hell did that happen? Wait, who am I kidding? I'm the Doctor Strange of fishing. The impossibilities are endless. I've cast Palomar knots. This is what makes me sad, having to redo this. Look at that amazing FG knot. Well, I'm gonna just chalk this up to maybe I'm meant to fish a frog right now and my rod's helping me, because I don't know how my line did what it did. I've never seen that happen before. How much distance do I have? Okay, I got enough. Hey, look, my line floats now. Hey, look, my frog's working like it's supposed to.
From?
Present Scott is happy. Past Scott put ice in here.
I did not enjoy that very much at all.
Jeez, Christian, don't you finish your dinner? Oh, oh, oh. Come on.
Get it.
I did. Must have been super tiny if a 2-inch curly-tailed grub couldn't get the job done.
Oh, you got something. Or did you catch my snag?
I caught your snag. What is that?
Round about where I caught.
What the heck snagged? What the? Well, uh-oh. I just noticed that laying there. I think I know what that's too, and I kind of hope it isn't. I mean, something I bought for the channel is broken before I even get to use it. So to recap, I love fishing little hidden ponds like that so much, and I'm actually at a point physically where I can start doing stuff like that again. So I've been saying for a long time how I've been wanting to get back in shape in this, on this channel. I've been saying how I've been wanting to get back in shape, and with everything that happened, it took a while to first emotionally heal to get to a point where I think I could put some real concerted effort into that, and I have been for the last like 5 weeks or so. I'm actually, this shirt fits way better than it did last time I wore it when I went to even when I went to Buena Vista, or even when I went to Cheetah Lake not long ago. I didn't catch anything, so I didn't post that. So as of 2 days ago from recording this, So I'm recording this on a Saturday, so as of Friday morning, I'm down, as of this last Friday morning, it's been 5 weeks, and I'm down about 7% body fat, down about 35 pounds of fat, and put on about 20 pounds of muscle in those 5 weeks. It's taken everything 10 years of bodybuilding experience and knowledge gave me that I can finally use again. You know, the cardio being a big factor of that, which allows me to go on these miles-long hikes to find these little ponds out in the fields and out in the woods to go fish. Chris and I were talking about it, like, when we got back to the vehicles after, like, you know, hoofing it there, hoofing it back, and, you know, after being there for a while and standing on a slope and my back getting sore, I was like, all right, you know, we got to go before they close the gate to the parking lot. And we got back, I'm like, I'm not out of breath. Forgot what this was like. So that's just a real quick catch-up, a personal improvement that I hope is going to bring a channel improvement. And it'll make something else I got for the channel, something pretty big that I got for the channel. It'll make that a lot easier to use. I'm not quite where I want to be before I start using that, but if you guys want to see what that is, and if you guys don't want to miss a single video from this channel, hit that subscribe button down there, the notify bell next to it, and click all notifications so you'll be the first to see all the great content that's going to come from this channel. And I want to know what you guys thought down in the comments below, and let me know any, like, hidden pond fishing stories you guys have. Other than that, I'm just going to say thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, tips up, tight lines, have fun fishing.